What's going on, everyone? This is G with Long Play Studio in San Diego, California. And if you find yourself these days with a lot more time to stream and do shit to stay occupied, especially if you're a DJ, you want to get some of your streams out there, you know you're definitely looking into ways of streaming out, whether it's on IG, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. There's a bunch of different ways to do it. But obviously, as audiophiles and as DJs, we want to get that direct sound into the phone to get into whatever the service is that you're using, right? So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to do that. But also, for me, one of the most important things when I'm DJing, I also want to be able to have monitors. These two speakers that are going to be providing you with just sound for whatever you're playing. And I think that's really, really important for a DJ, especially if you're putting your stuff out there. You want to be able to hear the sound as well, not just on the headphones, but also on the speakers. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that with two devices that I found that I've been using. One of them, actually, the Roland Stereo Mini Mixer, I've had for a couple months already. It's actually a really cool little device because not every single mixer these days has a booth output. So in this case, this Pioneer, the DJ MS3, great mixer, really well priced, but it doesn't have that booth out. So it's very much for like a bedroom DJ, as they say, but you can still play gigs with this show with something like this because you can get those booth monitors, which are essential if you're playing at a venue or just for people on the street. You want to be able to hear that sound. So I got this Roland Stereo Mini Mixer to basically, it's a passive mixer that takes the main output of the main mixer into an output right here, and basically splits the sound to go out into another mixer, which is the Roland Go Mixer right over here. And the Roland Go Mixer, shout out to Mo Jax for putting this on my radar at DJ City. It's a mixer that's going to allow sound from the phone, from the mixer, to go into the phone and into direct audio right into Instagram, Twitch, whatever you're playing on the phone. So the Roland Go Mixer, it's $100. This is $50. The Roland Go Mixer, I will say, it's not as well built as this one, for example. This is $50, but it's really, really good quality. Versus this, it's just a little flimsy. I noticed that a lot of times if the wire's not hooked up correctly, like just a little bit of wiggle, it won't get the sound out, and you can get some moments where your sound might go back to the iPhone mic. So it kind of messes up the mixes. I had it happen to me this weekend, so be on the lookout for that because it can fuck up everything, you know what I mean? So the Roland Go Mixer though, one of the lines out of here plugs into this to get the sound from the mixer into the Roland Go, and then I have another line out which goes into these speakers here so that I can actually hear. Because if you just connect it to this, you're gonna have a line out, but it's gonna be a headphone jack only. So you're gonna always have to be listening to your monitor via headphones, which is cool. Like a lot of us play with headphones, and it's a nice way to do it as well. But also when you're doing Twitch, monitoring comments, you want to maybe step away from the headphones. You want to get a glass of water or whatever. I'm the type of DJ that does like to put the headphones down. I do love the vibe that I create with the speakers, so I need to absolutely have a booth monitor. So I'm going to show you guys how this whole thing plugs up and how it works. Super simple. Again, the Roland Stereo Mini Mixer, $50, and the Roland Go Mixer, which is not just for mixer. You can connect guitars and basses, microphones, which I do plan on incorporating soon, instruments, but in today's video I'm focusing only on how to connect it for a DJ setup, and specifically for two turntables, vinyl records. So how to get vinyl into a phone directly so that you can stream it on Instagram, Twitch, and all of the streaming platforms. So let's take a look. We're going to connect the main output of the mixer on the master right here into the output of the Roland Mini Mixer. Afterwards, we're going to connect input number 1, which is going to basically take the sound that's coming in from the main output of the mixer and kind of shoot it right back out to this right here, which is going to go directly into the Roland Go Mixer via line in right there. Again, this video is focusing only on the DJ component of it. There are a bunch of other stuff that you can do with this mixer. I recommend you guys check out some other videos for that. And one thing I didn't mention is that the mixer does come with iPhone and Android cables. Important to note that it's a really short cable. I mean, not that much slack on it, so you want to make sure that your cables that are going from your mixer and to your monitors are going to be long enough. And then on input number 3, we're going to connect the RCA cables from the monitors, which I am using two Yamaha HS7s, which are going to be getting the sound as well from the main mixer into those speakers, which is going to give me the sound right into the phone from here and into my speakers, which are going to give me the sound here at the house where I'm quarantined and I want to be bumping my shit. So let's take a look at what these are going to look like. The first thing I do is I connect the RCA cables from the mixer directly into the output of the Roland Stereo Mini Mixer, and that's going to give me the sound coming out of the mixer directly into here. And again, this is a passive mixer, so it's just going to take the sound and shoot it out into two different inputs. So that's that. Second up, I'm going to connect the Roland Go Mixer into this little speaker, which normally you would be getting the master directly out into the Go Mixer, but we're using this to get us the monitor's sound, okay? It goes directly into the mixer via an aux cable, so the line in number 1. I'm gonna hook it up directly from the mixer, input 1, which is again a aux cable, standard aux cable, and we're going to connect it into the mixer, and from here we're going to go directly into line in number 1 of the Roland. Boom, there you go. This one here, speakers, RCA cables are going to go into input number 2. Whoa, boom, alright, we're live. Alright, so there we go. That's how it's going to look. The Roland Stereo Mini Mixer connected with the main output master out of the mixer into here, passing through input 1, which goes into the Roland Go Mixer, and then input 3 going into the stereo monitors, just, you know, Yamaha monitors to give me the sound here at the house. You can control the mixer with you know, the headphones as well, so I have sound into the headphones over there. It's just a beautiful, beautiful little device that gets me exactly what I need to get the sound directly into the phone. So let's check out the setup and get you guys streaming. Pretty simple. I'm a vinyl enthusiast, so I'm keeping it simple with 2 decks, 2-channel mixer, and monitor. So for me, it was just a really basic setup. I wanted to get the direct audio into the phone. So this is the way it looks here behind the mixer right now. And as you can see, to get the shot that I want on Twitch, where I have my 2 decks showing up in the background, the whole setup here where I have my phone hooked up is pretty far away from the actual mixer. So I got these wires running over here, so that's what I was saying, it's good to have a lot of slack on these. And here I'm using this IKEA tower where I'm holding the Roland's Stereo Mini Mixer down below, and I'm just running the cables right behind here into the Roland Go Mixer. And I kind of put this little tray here just to set it down because, as I was saying, it is kind of sensitive, and if this wire is not hooked up the right way, it's not going to work properly. So that's kind of what it looks like right here. And you know, with just the iPhone connected to the Roland Go Mixer, to the Roland Stereo Mixer, to the Pioneer, I'm getting the sound directly out, and into the monitors. So let's do a little test here to show you guys what that's going to sound like once it's all connected with the direct audio.
Like a map with no ocean, there's a limit to your love.
So here is the sound now with the original way I was playing it, which was same setup in terms of the tripod and the stand, but I just connected a Shure MV88 iPhone lightning cable mic, which was doing a great job, but you can tell the difference right now. And if you noticed in the last video, I clapped and I yelled and you couldn't hear anything. It's because the sound's only coming from the mixer directly. In this case, I'm recording directly from the mic, which means it's going to pick up anything else. You can obviously arrange the settings on the Shure MV88 to capture different styles of sound, whether it be recorded instruments, spoken, conversation. And in this case, I have it pointed directly here with like a 60-degree radius around to capture the sound. So let's play that same track again, and you'll see the difference here in sound. It still sounds good. It's a lot better than just the mic itself, but so you can see everything we say, like all the sounds here, are going to be heard directly onto the recording. So to step it up, I definitely suggest the Go Mixer by Roland, combined with that, because again, if you see this setup here, this sound would normally be going into the Roland, but it's also playing here. And that's what I wanted. And I can also hear it here if I want to cue something up. So it's a beautiful thing. Definitely steps up the DJ sets to another level. And I hope you guys enjoy this. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I hope this helps. Gets everybody streaming. It's a great setup for a little bit under 150 bucks, not including the cables. If you don't have the cables, well, that's another 10, 20 bucks depending on what kind of cables you get, the length and all that good stuff. Of course, that little tripod as well. That was a $19 tripod that I got at Best Buy, and it got me streaming. And now you can check us out at Longplay Hi-Fi on Twitch and longplay.hi-fi on Instagram. We hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks a lot, and happy streaming to all the DJs out there. Peace.